This video will go through the general assembly process for the Proform Cadence line of treadmills and other similar models. Because of continuing product improvements, your assembly steps may not be identical to those shown. Please refer to your user's manual for any assembly updates that came with your particular model if you have any questions about any of the assembly steps shown here. First, with the help of a second person, set the treadmill on a piece of packaging material on the floor on its left side and position the uprights as shown. Identify the left base leg and attach it with two M10 by 75mm screws and two M10 Black Star washers. Then, identify the rear base crossbar by the base pads attached to its top and attach it to the left base leg with two M8 by 19mm screws. Next, identify the front base crossbar and attach it to the base leg with two M8 by 41mm screws. Make sure that this side up decal is facing upwards. Slide the right base leg onto the crossbar. Then, while a second person supports the right upright, attach it with two M8 by 19mm screws, two M8 by 41mm screws, and two M10 by 75mm screws with two M10 Black Star washers. With the help of a second person, tip the treadmill upright and identify the two base leg caps. Attach the leg caps with two M4.2 by 13mm screws. Then, slide the left and right handrail bottoms over the correctly marked handrails as shown. With the help of a second person, attach the handrail assembly to the upright with four M10 by 45mm screws and four M10 star washers. Next, connect the upright wire to the console. This should just clip in easily. Insert any excess wire into the right upright. Identify the right handrail top, set it on the handrail, and slide it forward towards the console base. Then, slide the right handrail bottom upwards, make sure that the upright wire is not being pinched, but is covered by the right handrail bottom. Attach the right handrail bottom to the right handrail top with three M4.2 by 19mm screws. Note, these screws need to be inserted at an angle as shown. Repeat this step for the left handrail top and bottom. Next, orient the storage latch as shown and attach it to the left upright with two number 10 by 1-inch screws. Identify the walking platform. Lay it on a soft surface to avoid scratching the platform with the latch plate on top. Start four M4.2 by 13mm screws in the location shown. Do not fully tighten the screws. Leave about a 1/8 inch or 3mm gap between each of the screw heads and the surface of the walking platform. Then, turn the walking platform over so that the latch plate is on the bottom. Unroll the walking belt and orient the walking platform as shown. With the help of a second person, slide the walking platform into the walking belt. Make sure the screws on the bottom of the platform that you attached earlier do not catch the walking belt during this step. Attach the walking platform to the frame with 6 M10 by 70mm bolts and 6 M10 nuts. Next, raise the walking platform to the storage position. Orient a belt guide as shown and set it over the screws that you started earlier. Slide the guide towards the center of the platform as far as the screws will allow, then tighten the screws. Then, lower the walking platform. Identify the idler roller assembly. Do not remove the protective materials from the right and left rear feet until this step is completed to avoid scratching the walking platform. Carefully slide the roller assembly between the walking belt and the top of the walking platform. You can now remove the protective material from the rear feet. Pull the roller bracket pins and rotate the right and left roller brackets to a vertical position as shown. Next, slide the right and left rear feet onto the walking platform. Be careful not to scratch the surface of the walking platform. Attach the right and left rear feet with 4 M8 by 38mm bolts and 4 M8 nuts. It's important to keep hands, clothing, and any other objects away from the right and left roller brackets during this next step. Centering the walking belt onto the walking platform, grasp the center of the idler roller and the walking belt with both hands as shown. Then rotate the idler roller downwards until both roller brackets lock into the left and right rear feet. Pull the roller bracket pins if needed to fully seat the roller bracket in the rear feet. Make sure that the roller bracket pins are fully engaged. Turn the ring on the roller bracket pin to a vertical position as shown, then slide the right foot cover over the right rear foot, making sure that the pin ring goes through the cover. Attach the right foot cover with 3 M4.2 by 19mm screws, then attach the left foot cover in the same way. Next, identify the left and right foot rail pads. Clean the surface of the walking platform on each side of the belt. To prepare the surface of the walking platform, use a lint-free cloth and some 70 to 90% isopropyl alcohol. Then, peel the paper backing off of the bottom of the left foot rail pad, carefully align the edge of the rail pad and the outer edge of the walking platform. Apply pressure once the foot rail pad is applied as shown. Repeat this step for the right foot rail pad. To assemble the crosswalk arms to the treadmill, please see the additional instructions in your user's manual. Before using the treadmill, you must activate the console. Go to www.ifit.com/activate and follow the instructions to activate your console. If you don't have a smartphone, tablet, or computer with access to ifit.com, please call the number on your user's manual for an alternate way to activate your console. After the equipment is fully assembled, inspect it to make sure that it is assembled correctly and that it functions properly. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened before you use the machine.